Konnichiwa minasan. Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel. Today is lesson 25, self-introduction, greetings, name and nationality. In the last four lessons, we have learned about greetings in Japanese, the basic sentence structure involving wa particle and des copula, surnames in Japan and how they were evolved, and some generic rules in male and female names, and then the honorific titles used in modern Japan. So now it's correct time to introduce ourselves in Japanese. And today's lesson, self-introduction, deals with that. Self-introduction, in Japanese, it is called Jiko Shokai. Jiko Shokai, self-introduction. So in this diagram or in this photograph, you can see two persons, Mr. Rohit from India and Mr. Tanaka from Japan. So looking at this figure, what all information can you extract? Like what are they doing? The first thing is they are standing facing each other. What else? They are bent a little forward, both of them a little forward, they are bent. The third thing, they are smiling. They are giving a pleasant smile to each other and they are exchanging their business cards and they are using both of their hands while exchanging the cards. So all these four characteristics that we find in this photo or in this animation, these are all part of the Japanese culture. That is bending forward, sharing the business card with both the hands, then facing each other during introduction and standing straight with legs folded. So all these are part of the polite gesture followed in the Japanese society or Japanese culture. So now let's see how they introduce themselves. Hajimemashite, watashi wa Rohito desu. Indojin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hajimemashite, watashi wa Tanaka desu. Nihonjin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So what did they say? Hajimemashite, watashi wa Rohito desu. Indojin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hajimemashite, watashi wa Tanaka desu. Nihonjin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So if we write this in English, the conversation goes like this. Hajimemashite, watashi wa Rohito desu. Indojin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. And what Mr. Tanaka says, Hajimemashite, watashi wa Tanaka desu. Nihonjin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So we begin with hajimemashite. That is the first phrase that they have used. Hajimemashite, what does that mean? Hajimemashite is an expression used when introducing oneself to someone for the first time in life. That means it is used only once with one person and it is not used in any of the subsequent meetings with that person. The meaning is similar to how do you do or nice to meet you in English. Hajimaru is a verb which means to begin or to start. In this context, the start is for the new association or relationship with the person concerned. So this is hajimemashite. The next sentence in the introduction was watashi wa name desu. That is watashi wa Rohit desu or watashi wa Tanaka desu. So watashi wa name desu means I am followed by the name. So this we have discussed in detail in lesson 22, basic sentence with wa and des. So if you haven't watched that video, please do so and you will be able to know how this sentence structure uh, is basically followed in Japanese. So the next thing here is the spelling of Rohit. So this is katakana. Since Rohit is an Indian name, it's a non-Japanese name, so it will be written in katakana. So again, lesson 11 to 15, we discussed very detailed manner in a very detailed manner the katakana characters, the rules of katakana and foreign word conversion into katakana. So all these lessons, the 5 lessons, you must go through to understand how this has been used, how this has been derived, and not only this particular word, but you can yourself write your own name after watching these 5 chapters. Tanaka. Tanaka is the other name used in today's conversation. So for this, lesson 17 and 20. In lesson 17, we have learned this Naka kanji. In lesson 20, we have learned this Ta kanji. So Ta Naka. And in lesson 23, we have learned about the surnames in Japanese and where we have discussed about Tanaka, what this means and from where it has come from. So for this particular line, watashi wa name des, please refer to all these previous lessons so that you understand it better. Now let's move on to the next sentence in the introduction. Watashi wa name des. Okay, one more thing that is associated with this sentence, with the previous sentence, is the kanji for watashi. So watashi, as we know that it means I, which we have discussed in the basic sentence lesson. So watashi, this is written in hiragana, and there is a corresponding kanji. We have not done this kanji yet since it is not part of grade 1 kanji, and we have been discussing the grade 1 kanjis for the time being. So, but if you want to write watashi in hiragana, this is okay. And if you want to learn this kanji, then this is the stroke order. This is the first stroke. This is the second stroke. This is the third stroke. This is the fourth stroke. This is the fifth stroke. This is the sixth stroke. And this is the final seventh stroke. So this represents watashi, or this represents I basically. So this is watashi wa name des. The next sentence is watashi wa country jin des. Means I am, followed by the nationality. I am Indian or I am Japanese. So it will be watashi wa Indojin des, watashi wa nihonjin des. Indojin, Indo is the word for India in Japanese, and since again it is a foreign word, it will be written in katakana. And Jin is the kanji for person, that is the person radical. So Indojin means Indian person or a citizen of India or an Indian. So you can refer again to lesson 11 to 15 of katakana and lesson 17 in kanji to know more about all this. Likewise, Nihonjin. Nihonjin, Nihon is for Japan and Jin is again the person radical. So this is a Japanese person or a Japanese citizen. So you may again refer to 17 and 18 lessons that deals with all this. So watashi wa Indojin desu, watashi wa Nihonjin desu. And also in the conversation, you might remember that we didn't use watashi wa. So this is basically you need not repeat I am multiple times in successive sentences. You can omit this one. Like in normal conversation, we don't say every time that I am this, I am that. So one thing is here is we don't say every time watashi wa. We just say Indojin desu or Nihonjin desu. So it implies that watashi wa or I am is already there. So watashi wa Nihonjin desu or only Nihonjin desu, it's the same thing. Next is douzo yoroshiku. This is a phrase used along with hajimemashite to introduce oneself to someone. It means please to meet you. The phrase is a request for the other person's favorable consideration in the future. Douzo means please and yoroshiku means convey my regards or convey my best or convey my good wishes to someone. Yoroshiku is also used in formal Japanese to convey regards to someone. For example, Honda-san ni yoroshiku means convey my regards to Mr. Honda. And the last phrase is onegaishimasu. Onegaishimasu is a request to start the relationship or the association. It is a request for approval and consideration by the other person in future. So together, hajimemashite, douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu. So this is a complete set of phrases which is used for introducing oneself to someone, and the overall meaning that can be extracted from the combination of these three parts is: hello, nice to meet you. Please accept my best regards. Would like to have a continued association with you. So this is all about hajimemashite, douzo, yoroshiku, onegaishimasu. And in between hajimemashite and douzo, yoroshiku, onegaishimasu, we can include whatever information we want to provide about ourselves, like our name, nationality, profession, and any other information. So to recap what we just learned today, this is Jiko Shokai, which means self-introduction. So this is Mr. Rohit from India, and this is Mr. Tanaka from Japan. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Rohit desu. Indojin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Hajime mashite, watashi wa Tanaka desu. Nihonjin desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. So hope you have understood this, and here intentionally we have not included English transliteration, because now since we have already done 24 lessons and today is the 25th lesson, so you should be able to recognize these hiragana characters because it's been a long time now. So gradually we shall be reducing the use of English or any other language in this course, and we will use more and more of hiragana and some kanji and katakana wherever applicable, so that you make a habit of using these the Japanese characters instead of the English characters. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood and have enjoyed this self introduction, and please practice using the same format of introduction, and we shall be back with lesson 26 soon. Till then, mata imasho.